I have booked more meetings from follow-up number 2 than any other message I've sent through the phone or email in my entire career. In this video, I want to show you a follow-up sequence that actually works and is proven across my own results and the many reps I've taught it to. Because most prospects will not respond to your initial email no matter how good it is. So therefore, most of the meetings you're going to book are actually going to be as a result of your follow-ups. So in this video, I want to show you an effective follow-up strategy that is simple and consistent with my message that less is more. A lot of people like to overcomplicate the follow up, and I like to keep it centered around selling time and that it makes sense to take a meeting. So here is the first follow up I will send after I send an initial prospecting email that they haven't responded to, typically within a day or two. Hi, blank. Just want to make sure you saw my previous message. Are you available on either of those dates? Let me know when would work best. Thanks in advance, Connor. So what you'll notice here is I did not overcomplicate it. I didn't link them to some article. I didn't wind up and send a whole nother email about why they should take the meeting. I basically said, hey, can you go check out my first message and let me know if either of those dates work for you? I like to suggest 2 dates in the initial email. Let me know when would work best. Thanks in advance, Connor. It's very assumptive, short and sweet, and I get a lot of responses off of this one. Follow up number 2. You might laugh when you see it or not believe me, but this is a prime example of how you do not need to overcomplicate these things. I've booked more meetings off this follow up, gotten more responses than any other form of message I've sent, and it's not even close. And here it is. Please let me know your thoughts on this. No thanks, no signature. Just please let me know your thoughts, or please give me your thoughts on this. So think about it for a sec. When a prospect is going through their email and they see in the preview just something that says this, please let me know your thoughts on this, they're going to be like, oh, what? What'd I miss? And they're going to scroll down and they're going to see this message. Just want to make sure you saw my previous message. And they'll be like, oh, what? And now they're going to go read your initial email very closely in a state of almost nervousness and fear, which is what we want. So this purpose of this message is to just snap them and say, hey, please go check out my initial message. It's you holding yourself as an equal and basically holding them accountable and saying, hey, I sent you a message. Can you please let me know your thoughts on this? So trust me, try this. I usually send the first one after a day or two, and then the second one after a day or two. If I wait a day in between, I'll call them in between. So it'll be Monday initial email, Tuesday call, Wednesday send this, Thursday call, Friday send this. And then here's my third follow-up, which is sort of a breakup email that actually works pretty well and maintains that assumptive frame. Hi, blank. Wanted to reach out for the last time and see if this is a conversation we should postpone for a later date. Kindly, Connor. So it's a little less assumptive, or sorry, excuse me, a little less assertive, but it still has that assumptive tone like, hey, all right, we don't have to have this conversation now. I guess we'll just do it at a later date. And I get a lot of responses off this one from people who kind of feel bad I strike a different tone. So I know this is not groundbreaking, everyone, but I promise you, I've seen a large enough sample size. These get responses, and that's really what we want. They won't always be yeses. Sometimes we have to battle and overcome objections, which I'll do other videos on. But these 3 keep it simple around selling time, and they tell them to go read your initial message. I want them reading my initial message because I worked hard on it and made it tailored to them. I don't want to be sending these massive paragraph follow-ups trying to play games and tactics to get them to respond. This is a very confident form of follow-up and a proven follow-up sequence I've seen work. So let me know what your favorite follow-ups are. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one.